Big change rarely begins with one dramatic decision. More often, it starts with something so small that it feels almost unimportant. Waking up 10 minutes earlier, drinking 1 glass of water, reading 2 pages, taking a short walk, or pausing before reacting in anger. These tiny actions may not look powerful in the moment, but repeated over days, weeks, and months, they begin to reshape your mindset, your confidence, and even your identity. Small habits work because they are easy to start, easy to repeat, and powerful when they compound over time. In this video, we'll explore why small habits matter so much, how they quietly transform your life, and how you can begin using them to create lasting personal change.
Most people want big results, better health, more confidence, stronger relationships, more money, greater success. But many people make one mistake. They believe big change requires big action, so they wait for the perfect plan, the perfect time, or a huge burst of motivation. The truth is much simpler. Big change usually begins with very small habits repeated consistently. When people try to transform everything overnight, they often burn out quickly. A person who never exercises suddenly decides to work out for 2 hours every day. Someone who never reads promises to finish a book every week. A person with poor spending habits decides to create a perfect financial system in one day. These plans sound exciting, but they are hard to sustain. What begins with enthusiasm often ends in frustration. Small habits work because they lower resistance. A 5-minute walk feels easier than a 1-hour workout. Writing 1 paragraph feels easier than writing a whole chapter. Saving a little money feels easier than overhauling your entire budget. When the task feels manageable, your brain is less likely to resist it. That makes it easier to begin. And once you begin, repetition becomes possible. A habit does not become powerful because it is dramatic. It becomes powerful because it is repeated. Doing something small every day is often more life-changing than doing something big once in a while. One healthy meal does not transform your health. One day of kindness does not transform a relationship. One evening of study does not build mastery, but repeated action slowly changes your results. Small habits create big change because they compound. Compounding means that tiny actions build on each other. A daily walk improves your energy. Better energy helps you think clearly. Clear thinking helps you make better choices. Better choices improve your confidence. Over time, one small habit begins to influence many parts of your life. What looked insignificant at first becomes powerful later. One of the most important reasons small habits matter is that they change how you see yourself. Each time you repeat a positive habit, you send yourself a message. When you read every day, even for a few minutes, you begin to see yourself as a learner. When you exercise regularly, even lightly, you begin to see yourself as someone who cares for your body. Habits are not just actions. They are votes for the kind of person you are becoming. Confidence does not always come before action. Very often, it comes after repeated action. Every time you keep a small promise to yourself, you strengthen self-trust. If you say you will stretch for 5 minutes and you do it, that matters. If you say you will save a little money and you do it, that matters. Small habits prove to you that you are capable of change, and that proof builds confidence. Life is not always predictable. Some days are busy, stressful, or emotionally difficult. That is another reason small habits work so well. They are flexible. Even on a hard day, you may still be able to meditate for 1 minute, read 1 page, tidy 1 corner, or take a short walk. Small habits help you maintain continuity, and continuity is what keeps progress alive. Many people avoid change because the goal feels too large. They do not start because they are intimidated. Small habits solve that problem by making progress feel safe and possible. Instead of focusing on the full distance, they focus on the next tiny step. And when the next step is easy enough, fear becomes smaller. Momentum begins to replace hesitation. Think about how this works in everyday life. A person trying to become healthier starts by walking 10 minutes a day. Someone trying to improve financially begins by tracking 1 expense each evening. A person wanting peace of mind starts with 2 minutes of quiet breathing every morning. A person trying to become more knowledgeable reads 2 pages daily. None of these habits look dramatic, but over time they can produce dramatic results. Just as positive habits compound, negative habits do too. Skipping movement, delaying important work, overspending a little every day, reacting impulsively, or choosing comfort over discipline may seem harmless in the moment. But repeated often enough, these small choices also shape your future. So the question is not whether small actions matter. The question is, in which direction are they taking you? A habit becomes easier when your environment supports it. Keep the book where you can see it. Place your walking shoes near the door. Keep a water bottle nearby. Set up your workspace before you begin. The more visible and accessible the habit is, the more likely you are to follow through. Good habits grow faster when the environment works with you, not against you. One reason people quit too early is that small habits do not always produce immediate visible results. In the beginning, progress can feel invisible, but that does not mean nothing is happening. A plant grows under the soil before it appears above the ground. In the same way, habits are often strengthening your discipline, mindset, and identity before you see obvious results. Trust the process. In the end, your life is shaped less by rare dramatic moments and more by repeated daily choices. Small habits may look weak, but they are powerful because they are sustainable, repeatable, and transformative over time. They change your actions, your confidence, your identity, and your future. So do not underestimate the small things. A tiny step taken today can become a completely different life tomorrow.
If you want to change your life, you do not need to begin with something huge. You just need to begin with something small that you can repeat. Real transformation is rarely loud or dramatic. It is quiet, steady, and built through simple actions done consistently. A few minutes of effort, one better decision, one small promise kept. These may seem tiny today, but they are shaping the person you are becoming. So instead of waiting for motivation, perfection, or the right moment, choose one small habit and start now. Keep it simple, keep it realistic, and keep going. Because when small actions are repeated with patience, they do not stay small for long. They become the foundation of big and lasting change. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.